Was it you who found Cherry?
Aye. Me and my comrade.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower, and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd.
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No! We might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chetan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, if it wasn't for him, Chetan would have bled to death there.
How did you find Chertan?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing. And there was Chetan, crawling in pool of the blood and babbling some...
There were two of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other?
Him. He's a good pal. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say. The things I've seen since we left. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this.
All right, here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything, and forgive me for what I'm doing to... He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison, or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips, no signs of poisoning. Ah, what a stench. He coughed up some blood, all right, but he also threw his guts up. Ugh. There's no way I'm examining that. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Completely rigid, just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shat himself. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Ugh. Maybe the poison did that. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms... And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him? Almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery. Oh, his belly's hacked to ribbons. Who could have butchered him like that, for God's sake? That'll have to do. I found out enough. He had spasms, he shat himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
You again? Once more, and I'll...
But I'm Moosa's assistant, and I need his advice. We've got lots of sick...
What's your game, you numbskull? Musa doesn't have... Prepare to fight! Don't
Enough.
try that on me!
I give up!
Hey, stop fighting!
No chance! The executioner's sharpening his axe for you.
These
No,
days,
you
no
don't.
one's ever really safe.
Mad fool. You'll get such a blow that you'll wake up on the pillory. You've got a Tashi.
Fighting! No fear!
Swine.
You won't surrender? You want to try
No
me?
chance.
Enough!
You're not gonna pay a fine.
All right.
Very well.
That's enough.
Are you sure you don't? Of
Now
course.
you're gonna die. You still resisting? You wanna try
Mercy!
me?
I
Don't
surrender!
try that on me.
Right. That's that. I should tell Moose what I've learned.
Good doggy. Good boy.
That's in. Prepare to fight! And don't you dare show your face here again! I must be mad.
I read that book of yours, and I think I know.
What do you mean, you think?
Fuck it.
Well, there's only one potion that kills that fast, in my opinion. And it's often
I do not know that poison Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book? That does not narrow down our search.
But I'll figure it out somehow.
Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time.
I better start searching. You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the 2 guards.
Wait a moment. There is...
Of course.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, even so, it is strange. For months, the people here have been sitting around. You have done more in a few days than others in many weeks.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. I'm only saying that I find it very...
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something wrong with that?
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. I am asking you, who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's...
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than...
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life?
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value...
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse. I have had many because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here, and perhaps even return home. So I think it will be best if we each go up.
You know nothing. I know nothing.
In this conversation, never.
I better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on...
The executioner's sharpening his axe for you.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozav's fallen on hard times. How could anyone drink all this? At least he hasn't had to sell his armor to buy booze yet. Grozav doesn't strike me as a keen reader. That's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with bane. Or did I get it wrong? Excuse me.
I must be mad. I heard something.
Beautiful, but empty.
To hell with it.
No poison.
Well, I don't want to say anything, but I reckon you ought to go to the bathroom.
I know. The commander's something.
I wouldn't mind a piece of that.
They were nearly overflowing. So I got myself a pole.
For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Nails. Phew. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Oak. And dry as a bone. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. But Chertan was poisoned by Bane potion, wasn't he? I'd like to ask a couple of questions.
I have a couple of questions of my own. What actually happened?
It's even more complicated than that. But I don't have time to explain it.
Go ahead and ask then, but quietly, damn it.
Where were you when Chertan was poisoned?
Where do you think? In my tent. After I helped take him to the infirmary.
You just went off to have a nap.
No, I doubled the guard, drew up the orders for tomorrow. When something like this happens, people like me...
Tell me more about the storage.
What about it? There's a cannon and some powder there. We built it a few days after. If it blew up, the whole place would be... And if someone didn't happen to set fire to it, someone else might have robbed it.
Except for you.
Very droll. Never heard that one before.
Who has the key to the amulet?
I don't know. Cats and Groz have for sure, but I've no idea if anyone... Aye, but now I'll ask you something.
Well, it's too soon to be certain. So everyone is a suspect.
My story? Fuck. Henry, why would I want to kill...
I don't know. I'm just saying that everyone is a suspect.
Well, you better be fucking certain before you try...
I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Just a broom. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Good day.
There's nothing here. Musa's definitely not to blame. The investigation is more...
You're in luck. Sir Stevor's... But get a move on. I'll try to get you one more...
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for...
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything...
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, but before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from...
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you...
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally...
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa...
Chertan was killed by the camp commander, Grozov of Boromlaka.
What?
You scum! How dare you!
Silence!
You aren't gonna let this peasant insult me, are you, sir? You should cut him down to size.
That can wait. First, I want to know how he came up with this. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder?
Well, being in charge of the camp wasn't enough for Grozov, most likely. He wanted to get rid of Chertan and take command of the Cuman forces.
What is this nonsense? What would I want with those heathens?
What's more, they'd never take orders from someone like you. I hope you know something, lad. Because if it turns out you're... What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Grozov went to the infirmary a little before me and Katz. He could easily have had time to...
What say you, Sir Musa?
It cannot be ruled out.
Well, Sir Grozov, what actually happened?
Why are you all still listening to that dung grubber? Where would I get hold of...
You brewed it up yourself. I found lots of valerian in your tent, which is used to make dollmaker potion. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
That's enough. You'll die, you...
Silence! I've heard more than enough. Sir Grozov, you will...
Me?
The king will not stand for wrongdoing among his nobles. That must be...
But I didn't do it.
Don't make this harder than...
Keep away from me.
Calm now, sir. Calm down.
Shut up, you worm. It's all your fault anyway. I won't let you put this on. You're mine!
Well, Sir Stibor, one problem is cleared up, and another one takes its place.
I wouldn't say that. We've rid the king of one idiot, and I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for the unpleasantness you suffered.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
What will happen to the camp now?
That is not your concern. I will personally take command. You just get rid of the corpse.
With pleasure. We won't be staying long anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
And then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because...
In the south, I saw a land without end, all covered in sand.
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cuman's asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
Good day. G'day, g'day.
Deliverance! Összeszartad magad!
Telling you, it won't be long.
All right, I'm ready. We can get out of here.
The sooner the better. Deserters, traitors, murders. I'm getting too old, but the really heavy shit is still... I can't imagine how I'm going to explain to the king that Sir Grozov, who he personally put in charge of his soldiers, is a murderer.
Well, maybe it won't be so bad, and Sir Stibor will back you up. I heard Sigismund wasn't too fond of Grozov.
Just he can't say it openly, because the other Well, let's leave it be now. Otherwise we won't get out. Said let's await!
So the devil jumps him from behind a tree. But Pa, who's already got his blood up, just grabs him by the horns, wrestles him to the ground, and then starts giving the devil such a hiding. The fur is flying off him. Wait, fellas. After Pa was done with it, the devil... What he said... What the
What do you want?
My head!
You wanna try me?
Slice him out!
This one is still left.
Tough bastard. I gotta admit.
Quick!
Christ, that's better.
At least it
Dumped a Blutung.
What the hell's going on here?
I should be asking you that. The greenest Praga recruit.
That's none of your business.
And my business should be no concern of yours either. You've kept your nose out of it so far, so make sure it stays that way.
So far? What are you talking about?
Was
it you who did it?
An unfortunate accident. He got in my way when I wanted to blow up.
So that bang a short while ago. But why?
Look, normally I'd be happy to chat with you till Judgment Day, but I get the feeling we... So thanks for the help.
There. It's done.
What's the matter? Aren't you happy?
It just doesn't seem right, what we did to those people.
Not people, the enemy. Remember that, trust me. You'll sleep a lot. By the way, who's that fella over there? The one who fought on our side?
He's called Crow. We met in the camp. I wouldn't say he's our ally, but he's against Sigismund. He killed the Cuman's commander and blew up the ammunition store. It's a long story.
Fucking hell, now that's a man. I like the sound of him a lot more than a lot who've settled into devils. Brabant has already brought up his...
What are they like?
Well, you'll see for yourself. But now,
Yeah, the sooner we make ourselves...
to the task.
Seems like we poked a hornet's nest with that ambush, eh?
We did. And that means the Devil's Den won't be safe, Mike.
Another reason not to stick around there and attack...
Well, we're in luck. Ada's just returned from a scouting mission, and he says von Burkov's at the castle.
And what about Brabant's men? You were saying you don't like the look...
I just don't trust them somehow. But I'll admit that Frenchman surprised me. They're no greenhorns.
We'll see how they fare in battle.
Indeed we will. We'll soon get going. Get ready, and then we'll plan what's next.
Ave Maria.
Yeah, fuck. Ein, zwei.
And what
Christ,
exactly is this
pardon me.
gentleman so worried about? Does it bother you that you no longer have Henry all to yourself to push around?
Tripe like that isn't even worthy of an answer.
Are you coming with us to Malashov?
And what would I do there?
What's wrong? Are you upset?
Am I supposed to be happy? Ah, for Christ's sake, you're all the same. Why do I even bother trying? You'll all just end up getting killed.
If you're talking about that plan, well,
Jan still thinks it'll be easy to capture von Berghoff. But I heard what Ada said.
What did he say?
That Otto von Berghoff has that fortress full of fresh mercenaries, armed to the teeth. My God! I should have slit his throat that time I had the chance at Trotsky.
We must defeat and capture von Berg.
Aye, there's always some we must with you fellas.
Look, if we succeed, we'll free our king.
Who gives a damn about some king?
Everyone. He'll drive Sigismund away and end the war.
Ha! You lot, and your big plans.
What's the matter? You didn't mind what we were doing until now. And all of a sudden...
Until now we chose our foe. One we stood a chance against. And engaged them when we had an edge. And for some time now we've been getting into wilder and wilder enterprises. But go. If you must. And try not to die there. Damn it. In the meantime, I'll wait at the fortress in Sukdal. That's where we'll meet.
You silly doggy.